Previously on the Great Ace Attorney. During which time did you not hear the door opening or closing at all? Nah, never heard it. That's exactly what I was listening for, wasn't it? Waiting for this swell to leave. In which case, when and how did the victim end up in the carriage? Does the skylight open? Maybe Mason was sitting on top. One of the passengers knifed him, then dropped him through the skylight. Hello, YouTube. I'm Unca Crunk. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney, and I think we finally had a break in this case. But first, we have to cross-examine. Well, get more testimony out of these two. Well, there are only two people up on that roof deck, dead or alive. I can swear that. If anything had happened where we were sitting, don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed? Hey, guys. Neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man. Skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it. You're so sure the victim fell through the skylight? Where's your proof? I must say that on listening to this testimony, it is somewhat hard to imagine how either witness could have performed any malevolent act on this open rooftop deck without the other noticing forthwith. That's right, you see. We're innocent, I tell you. Although logically, of course, the argument falls down if the two of you were in collusion with one another. What? According to investigations by Scotland Yard, the two witnesses shared no common dealings. Well, I don't trust coppers any more than I trust the stinking rich. Something doesn't feel right here. He was stabbed in the gut. If they were sitting side by side on the back, he had to have been sitting in the front row. So they would have had to reach over and stab him in the back, drag him across the back of the seat, open the skylight, assuming it even opens, and then chuck him down through that. It does sound kind of unbelievable. The trial is going in our favor, really. So why do I feel so uneasy? Because it's a really weak assumption. Counsel for the defense, over to you. Your cross-examination, please. Yes, my lord. Did I interrupt your chain of thought? Just a little bit, yeah. Cross-examination, start. Well, only two people up on that roof deck, dead or alive. I can swear to that. Hold it! So, at no time did the victim, Mr. Mason, climb up to join you on the roof deck. Absolutely not. Dickin'. No question about it, he said. None at all. Oh, but yes, of course. I remember seeing them both. I saw the victim inside an enclosed cabin talking with this man here. Is this true, Mr. McGilded? Dear me, my lord. At the risk of repeating myself, I boarded the omnibus saloon and nodded off inside almost immediately. That's an all right lie. Without doubt you were engaged in. Let me stop you there, fella, and ask, do you have any evidence at all? At all? There's all about evidence in the courts these days, so it is. You do well to remember that. I saw you with my own eyes. This is going so well. Same thing that happened where we were sitting. Don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed?
Hold it!
Well, it was on the final run of the omnibus, past 10 o'clock in the evening. It would certainly have been quite dark. Perhaps too dark to see clearly. Is this some kind of a lock? Is this some kind of joke he said? Now, is that what it is? Or perhaps one or the other of you fell asleep briefly. Are you fair, Tinkham, sir? Are you serious, sir? That's what he said. It's impossible, I tell you. I'd give you the keys to the vault if you could fall asleep in that bit of cold. And if you did manage it, your eyelids would freeze shut and you'd never open them again. That's extreme. It was extreme, I tell you. We had to put up with it because this man had locked the door. Any true gent would have unlocked it and let me in when I knocked. I'm dreadfully sorry about that young fella. But you see, I was away with the fairies and didn't hear you at all. That's a lie. I saw you through the glass. You're talking to someone. Now, 'twas a cold night, so it was. People do be seeing things that aren't real in the cold. It's hardly surprising. Seen things! Seen things! I believe we have reached an impasse here on this particular point. You. Don't take it personally now, lad. I'm a suspect in this case. 'Tis only fair that you and Oliphine are too. Open and free competition is what a capitalist society is all about. This isn't a competition I should like to be involved in, really. In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We have no reason to kill the man.
Hold it!
So, you had never met Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason before? Oh, Lummy, no! Not once, never! He never met the man before, he said, never! And you, Mr. First, had no prior dealings with the victim either. That's right, sir. Hatters don't have much to do with brickmakers, to be perfectly honest, sir. No, I imagine not. See? How many different ways can I put this? Neither of us have the remotest connection to the gentlemen who were inside the cabin. Hello.
Excuse me.
Mr. McGilded? Yes, counsel, what can I be doing here for? Did the witness's last statement give you pause for thought somehow? Not the remotest connection. It's all right now. I wonder. What are you insinuating now? Mr. Fairplay. It has been too long, so it has. Hey. I'm not very much mistaken. Believe 'tis fast approaching, is it not? Your repayment date. I beg your pardon. You borrowed 20 guineas from me, sir. At an unconscionable rate of interest. You tricked me. It's extortion. Well, now, is that a touch of begrudgery, is it? That sort of begrudgery that might motivate a fellow to pass all his crimes off on to another. Ah! And young Mr. First. Me, sir? What do you want with me, sir? You do be making ass for a living, do you not? That there top hat sliding about on your head. Is that one of your own creations, is it? I'm still just an apprentice, you understand. I'm learning to find the perfect fit for whatever fine gent walks through the door. That perfect fit, is it? Well, it is a very distinctive design, so it is. Many customers like it, I tell you. They like a distinctive touch, an extremely visible stitching around the outside that makes it look like I took two ants and bashed them together. Customers, such as thrice-fired mason. There was a photographic print of the victim submitted as evidence aforementioned.
This you mean?
Yeah, it is a bit patchy, isn't it? Can't help thinking that the poor fellow's head looks distinctly familiar, when you say. Oh! That's one of my hats. Aye, that it is. So it would seem the brickmaker was a customer of yours. A sort of customer, I'd wager. You could have had a wee quarrel with over the distinctiveness of the goods. Oh, no, sir. Absolutely not, sir. Well, there's really nothing more to add. Wouldn't be right to say that the two fellas here having the remotest connection to the victim, you see. I rest my case.
You little weasel! Ah!
He's better at this than I am. Gosh, Mr. McGilded has certainly been through this thorough in his research, hasn't he? Please, don't let me little interruption hold up the proceedings. Okay. The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it. God damn it.
Hold it!
Are you quite certain about that? That the skylight was shut the entire time?
I'm gonna lose my block with you in a minute.
He's gonna lose his rag with you in a minute. That's what you said.
Take a look for yourself. Go on. You see, it's shut fast now, just like it was on the night.
Sure it is. Of course, a fellow the size of Mr. Mason could likely break right through it now, still and all.
What?
Just looking at the size of the thing, you understand.
Now you hold on there, Minister. The size of the thing means nothing. Not on its own. Let's consider the bigger picture here, shall we?
Stop biting our cane, shall we? Dentistry is a bit less advanced than it could hope to be. I was riding the omnibus on another occasion when, I broke wind loudly. I shocked myself with it as it happens.
This is an unexpected confession, Mr. First.
Oh, I just mean to say, well, the point is, I tried to open the skylight, you see. But just more luck. Couldn't make it budge. The stench was terrible. Everyone was looking daggers at me, sir. Went as red as a rogue, I did.
Are you expecting me to sentence you?
Oh, no, sir. The point is, skylight can't be opened. I tried and tried when I was inside that cabin of shame. The skylight doesn't open, you say. So that proves it. We couldn't have kicked the victim down into the cabin below. I tell you, neither of us could. Nobody mentioned anything about kicking anyone.
Like I said, these details are little nuggets at best. It's a mother lode we should be looking for. You're so sure the victim fell through the skylight? Where's your proof?
Hold it!
Proof.
That's right. I demand it.
We came here to say what we saw. I tell you, not for this.
But you call us both shysters. Brand us as criminals.
Call us liars, that's what he means, and accuse us of doing it. As it stands at the moment, there's no hard evidence that incriminates yourselves now, is there? Well, I believe we're in much the same position as one another here. If I don't crack this case soon, he'll crack his teeth. I wonder if these two men really were involved in some way. I couldn't say. I mean, I don't really know anything about them, do I? Although, by the same token, don't really know anything about Mr. McGilded either. So hard to know what to believe here. I think we should try to remember that it's evidence alone that can truly determine the outcome of a trial. Evidence. No one can argue against decisive No one can argue against decisive evidence, including the members of the jury. So you're saying that what we need now is to find a conclusive piece of evidence. Yes, Mr. Naruhodo, precisely. Well, we've already inspected the damn omnibus. Hang on. Oh. Can't just bring up the court record. I have to present. All right. Let's take a look again. Maybe I missed something. I mean, that looks like a latch. That's the same as the first time I looked at this and the second. Oh, damn. Wait a minute. Was that there before? That's blood, isn't it? Something wrong? Well, it's just, well, this blood stain is so obvious, that's all. And yet Van Zixis made no mention of it. I suppose that does seem a little strange. Why do I have such a bad feeling about this? Was that not there before? It wasn't even what I was trying to look at. It's quite large, good view, and there doesn't appear to be a handle or catch of any description. So I suppose it can't be opened from inside the cabinet at least. All right, hang on. Now that I've looked at it from the inside, wait a minute. Can I? Nope. I swear that looks like a latch. Do I just have to present this and hope for the best? Or should I do the evidence thing with the blood on the ground, on the floor of the carriage?
Objection!
Nope. Let's just consider the implications of that statement for a moment, shall we? Nope.
What implications, counsel? Nothing strikes me about it.
Exactly, there's nothing striking about it. Ah. All right. Well,
Hold it!
no, we've already done this. Yeah.
Wait.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That wasn't there before. Do I have to press twice on every damn statement now in order to get this pursue stuff?
Excuse me.
Do you have something to say about that, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade. It opens. Eh? Skylight. It's the one we were talking about, right? I'd rather you didn't. All them skylights open, dead easy. More easily than you can load that weapon? That's a lie, I tell you. Otherwise, when I broke wind, you can't do it from the inside, you mug. Oh. Look, a few weeks ago, I was up on the roof deck of one of them drags. I had a great haul. I had pulses coming out my ears.
Miss Lestrade, this is not the forum to be eulogizing on the subject of your criminal activities.
Well, anyway, I had a bit of a scare. When I lifted the last bloke's purse, he got wise to me. All four of them were surrounding me, so I couldn't up off the bus and leg it. So what I did was I used the skylight, opened the catch, and jumped right through. What? Yeah, the catch for them skylights is on the top side. That's why you can't open them from the cabin. The skylight opens from the roof deck?
I'd noticed that before, but the game wouldn't let me do anything about it. Bailiff, climb up onto the rooftop back of the omnibus at once and verify this witness's claims.
There it is. See?
Damn!
Oh my head! See?
Order! So it appears that this street girl's statement is quite true.
I don't believe it. The skylight opens. And from the roof deck. Mr. Naruhodo. This could be the clue we've been looking for.
Well, counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. So the skylight opens. Perhaps I should investigate for myself.
You're so sure the victim fell through a skylight, where's your proof?
Wait, do I present this here? Yeah, I guess so. Makes sense. Oh, right. Wrong button.
Objection!
Let's just consider the implications. What the hell?
Ah!
But... I don't get it. He asked for proof, I'm giving him proof. Ugh. Oh, I didn't mean to do that either. Damn and blast. Maybe I need to examine it again. Just to prove to the game that I know what I just saw. So the skylight was fastened shut before. But now the catch has been undone, we should be able to open it. Right. Oh, whoa. Oh my God. Maybe I have to look at it from inside. Oh, wrong side of the coach. There. Yes, it does open very wide, doesn't it? Wide enough to kick someone like you. Oh, wide enough to kick someone like you through, certainly, Mr. Naruhodo. Why someone like me? Because you're skinny and short, just like the victim. Oh, like the victim. Gotcha. Now, what is it? Look, just here. Look at this. That's, without question, something I just saw from outside. It's blood. Yes, I know. Why would there be a blood stain there? Because somebody kicked a body through the skylight onto the floor, and that's why there's a blood stain there. Although I don't remember that being there before, but I may have just missed it. Surely, it can't be unrelated to the case, can it? Okay. Well, it's been updated, so now can I present this?
Objection!
Oh my God, I can't. Ah! First game over, yay!
Thank you, Counsel. That will do. I've seen enough. According to the powers vested in me by Her Majesty, the Queen, I declare no further examination necessary. As such, I shall be requesting the final decisions of the members of the jury. Are you all ready, Mr. Foreman? Certainly, my lord. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will announce your findings to the court in turn, please.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Oh,
Guilty.
they're voiced.
Guilty.
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 Okay.
I hereby find the defendant, Mr. Magnus McGilded, guilty.
Yeah. He asked me for proof. I showed him proof. The game is just like, no, that's not right. You need to do something else.
Ah!
All right, be right back. Okay, I've had myself a nice soothing cup of coffee to settle my nerves, so we're going to try this again. This may be one of those things where I have to press multiple. Oh my God, we're back at cross-examination. Hang on. See if I can load from an autosave. All right, let's see what this autosave puts us. Okay, crack his teeth. Blah, 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 yada, yada. Okay, so it took about 5 minutes of clicking through as quickly as I possibly could, and it's to get back to this point. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to press him again, because that's pressing twice is now a thing. Yeah, I demand to hear proof. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. I have a conclusive piece of evidence, and when I tried to present it, they just give me a penalty. Right here. Where's my proof? My proof is right here.
Objection!
Finally! Why couldn't I do that last time? On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. And immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight into the cabin below. Those are the facts. And the irrefutable proof remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom.
What? Boss, utter humbug. You can't possibly have any evidence.
No, you can't. I mean, we didn't do it, I tell you. It's impossible.
Irrefutable proof here in this courtroom. Counsel,
Yeah, my lord.
I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here. Well, exactly within the omnibus is this evidence to which you allude. You will point out what it is that proves the victim fell from the roof deck through the skylight.
All right. There it is. Oh, damn it. Didn't mean to press A. Ugh. Yes, I know it's legit. Oh my god. I am hammering the button as fast as I can, and that's as fast as it goes.
By Jupiter, is that blood? Ah!
This bloodstain proves two things. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open.
What?
And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening. Oh my! And so it follows that Mr. McGilded, who was inside the enclosed cabin himself at the time, cannot possibly be guilty of this crime.
Order!
Hold it!
But, the blood could have sprayed up there when the fellow was stabbed inside the cabin.
And only found its way to that one particular spot on the skylight, sure. And that would be very convenient. Unless keeping in mind that the skylight catch can only be unfastened from the roof deck. I myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, would I? But, there's no way to know for certain, is there? If the chain really fell through the skylight, I mean. Why don't you have a good look at the floor of the cabin in between the two seats, Mr. First? Oh my God, he tampered with the evidence. Oh no, maybe you did really do it. It's hard to plain if you see. That's the aftermath that shows the poor fella dropped from fair height right there, so it is.
What? No!
But it can't be. It is all
Lies! My fellow jury members, I think we can all agree that this is clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can't we?
I believe we can, yes, sir. It's clear to me now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom. So I thought they could pull the wool over my eyes, eh?
I won't tolerate any of the guild's carriages being sullied with blood. I won't tolerate it.
Oh, I always knew that nice gentleman who gave us that delightful pot couldn't have done such a thing.
On three then, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Objection!
A chilling performance, Mr. McGilded. Oh, and what would you be referring to there now, Lord Van Zeeks? A bloodstain on the frame of the skylight. Such evidence is null and void. But, why? For one extremely simple reason. That smear of blood never existed.
Objection!
What are you talking about? Sir, for all to see, and it's clearly blood.
Objection!
I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus. The officers involved went over the carriage with a fine-tooth comb. Oh dear. So I can state with absolute surety. No such smear of blood existed in the carriage. At least, not until this trial began. But
Are you suggesting, Lord Van Zeeks, that their stain of blood was
fabricated, my lord. Yes. And while this court has been in session. What? What a palaver. I must say I didn't expect such crude reasoning from a prosecutor of your standing, Lord Van Zeeks. But I'm Magnus McGilded, fellow known all over the capital for his fine contributions to public life. I won't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolling off the tongue of the Reaper of the Bailey. Mr. McGilded, I realize that this is your first appearance in court as the accused. However, I am well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in a great many affairs of dubious nature. You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your own hands dirty. And each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts. Adapt the facts? What does that even mean? When you wield a fortune the size of Mr. McGilded's, however ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible. Tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, bribing witnesses. I toast your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir. Tut, Lord Van Zeeks. This'll not do, to be sure. Really now, counsel? No! I think it's fair to say this does all sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate man. The blood on the skylight didn't exist, you say? But if you will all cast your minds back, is it not true that the omnibus has been in the courtroom the entire time? How could anyone possibly have put a smear of blood in it without the world and his wife seeing? Isn't that right now, counsel? That's true. The omnibus has been in full view the entire time that court has been in session. It's sort of. My learned friend. Here's to hearing your opinion on this matter, in your own words. Oh boy. As you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during this trial? If you're asking me, I think, yeah, it could have happened. As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best I can. But still, feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. The truth! There is no evidence to suggest that the defendant did as my learned friend suggests. However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there is only one possibility. Oh,
Good gracious! Explain yourself, counsel.
yes, there is. It seems my learned Nipponese friend has no intention of running from this deceit.
Deceit!
I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly the recess that we were forced to take. As a result of the smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade. Okay, if we remember it so clearly, why do we need a flashback? Emergency recess, ensure the defendant is in custody, clear the court. The courtroom was filled with smoke and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke and in all the chaos, it could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus. The guild is not going to like that. Out of your ways! What are you trying to pull, you rotten, feckless gouger? Feckless? Gouger? You're supposed to be defending me. 'Tis a wicked plot. 'Tis a plot to undermine me, so it is.
Objection!
Whatever you think this is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same. After this courtroom was evacuated earlier as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus.
Inconsistencies, such as?
To start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat. When the police investigated this omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have the smear of blood on the edge of the skylight. As I have said, that was not present at the start of the trial this morning.
Unfortunately, Lord Van Zeeks, no one is able to corroborate your claims.
That's not entirely true. I remember the underseat the storage having stuff in it. And when the omnibus was first wheeled out, both the storage compartment and the skylight were shut.
Accordingly, I'm afraid to say, we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is the result of tampering or not.
Indeed, my lord. No doubt there was not a single person who saw fit to verify such things. Excuse me. I did. What do you think? Elizabeth? About the omnibus. Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus? Yeah, there is. I don't think that blood was there on the floor. My lord!
Yes, counsel.
There is one further inconsistency. A mark that surely could not have been present at the start of the trial.
What?
Right in the devil's name you're gonna see now. If you dare betray me, you little maggot, you better start watching your back.
Objection!
Silence be gilded. The court awaits the defense's clarification.
Ah! This trial keeps swinging one way and then the other. I have no idea what's the truth and what's deception. What am I supposed to believe here?
I shall have to ask you to elaborate, counsel. Where exactly is this alleged mark that you claim appeared at some point during the trial?
Right there. Oh my God, I did it again.
Ah!
Oh my God, so slow.
Got it!
If we consider that the victim fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin, you would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. But as far as I recall, this bloodstain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom.
Good Lord. Yes, I do believe you're correct, counsel.
Well said.
Although, as an advocate for the defense, one might say that was a very careless slip of the tongue.
I assure you, my tongue is not slippery. I believe that bloodstain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that evidence is genuine or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least a possibility that the evidence is fake. That shut everybody up.
Ah!
This trial's over. Mr. McGilded, I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court, but it's all over now. But you're the defendant. It's over, I tell you. Memory, recollection, what people think they saw. It's all a nonsense. Facts are what counts. And the fact is, that blood stain is there, now. Well. And over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it has been, that good-for-nothing Reaper Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all. I'm scandalized, so I am. I ain't no better, Lord Van Zeeks. Hey, Miller.
I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, the particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence. And in the absence of any credible method by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue.
Your lordship can't be serious.
Lord Van Zeeks, what is your position?
The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present.
Very well. In that case, as I believe we have explored every possible avenue in this matter, I shall proceed to my adjudication. As a formality, I am, of course, Obliged to confirm with the defense first.
What formality? As things stand at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGilded would be found not guilty. Yes. Which would mean we've won. Is that really the right outcome here? Is it really all right for the trial to come to an end now, with all these unexplained inconsistencies?
Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please.
Yes, my lord.
The defense believes
The defendant is innocent. As Mr. McGilded's legal representative... Did I choose the wrong thing? I can't breathe. The air in here is stifling. And I'm this man's defense lawyer. There's only one thing I can say in this situation. I believe the defendant, Magnus McGilded, to be innocent of the allegations brought against him.
Thank you, counsel.
Is that the first time he's actually consumed any of that wine?
Here's to you, my Nipponese friend, and the most abject closing I have yet to hear in a court of law. Order, order!
Oh, it was a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer, so it was a grand decision. You saved one of London's most influential gentlemen, you fella. You should be proud of yourself. Here, have this for your troubles. Your job here's done, fella. And some fine work you've done, so you have. What do you mean? Just as right honorable gentleman so succinctly put out for. Trial can't go on anymore. And your closing statement there was, oh, how did he put it now? Nothing more than a formality. Yeah, he did it.
I really don't know what to make of all this. Was the evidence we'd seen genuine, or is it fake?
His lordship would be fuming. Any unsightly rubbish should be disposed of promptly, as they said.
Well, Steak and Rich are always guilty of something. Yep, mark my words.
I feel terribly ashamed that I ever doubted that lovely man who gave us the lovely pot.
All the proceedings have unfolded in this way. I am compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea.
I thank you kindly, my lord.
I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court.
Objection.
What? But we still haven't determined if the bloodstain in the omnibus is genuine or not. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth.
Lord Van Zieks.
My lord.
The case made by the prosecution was flawed, plain and simple. If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraceful perversion of justice to take place.
My sincerest apologies, my lord.
Objection.
But wait. When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Van Zeeks ordered the evidence to be secured.
I'm afraid the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter.
That's so unfair.
The culpability of the defendant has not, at present time, been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment. What?
Well, Lord Van Zeeks, it's been a pleasure, so it is. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense.
Do you mean to tell me this has all been a grand waste of time?
Here's the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to change the law.
Magnus McGilded.
Oh, good grief, you got more to say to me, have you?
Just one thing. A warning. This is far from over.
Well, something to be looking forward to then.
I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magnus McGilded, not guilty.
I don't feel very good about that. Ugh. Is this what Strongheart wanted? I mean, we won. Sort of. I can't believe this. This is outrageous. You should have examined the evidence more. What are you talking about? The man's been cleared. He's innocent. It's the courtroom in pandemonium. For the second time that day, the judge delivered his verdict. And my first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end, with the defendant being found not guilty, ostensibly a victory for us. I bet double jeopardy law doesn't exist yet. I don't even know if it does in England to this date. By 5:14 p.m. That certainly was a long trial. No kidding. Your first ever trial on foreign soil. Soul? Your first ever trial on foreign soil and your first victory. It was a wonderful performance. My heartfelt congratulations. And to you, Miss Susato, thank you for your assistance. I suppose we should be happy. Trouble is, we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened. Well, we didn't have enough time. But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? Okay, point of order, that's not our responsibility. The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. Thank you, Miss Susato. What I've been banging on this for like the past 3 years or however long it's been. Whew. You carried out your duty to perfection. Hey, that you did. Hello, Mr. McGilded. And that girl is with him too. Yeah, they know each other. Probably. Well, it seems the story's true. Oh, well, what stories? About the 6 enormous fireworks they do be letting off when there's a verdict of not guilty. I'm sure you must have seen them now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say? Yes, definitely. I'd heard it was a sight to behold, and to be sure it was. Now, you to take, I suppose. We're having an opportunity to see it. I don't know about that. I'm not sure I really did anything. Oh, What on earth you saying, fella? How did I walk out of there a free man then? I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your planning. You're a straight-talking fella, aren't you? Let me see. You had me astray in the head there once or twice. But you're young and headstrong. That is what earned the bitch. Congratulations, Mr. McGilded, on having your name cleared. But nothing's resolved. There's only one thing that matters to me. Oh. Hey. They've all seen that I didn't do that odious and abstinent deed. This grand is not. I suppose it is. Now the fine fellows of Scotland Yard can take matters in hand and sort out any wee details. They'll see it for what it was. They'll get to the truth. I have absolute faith in them, so I have. After all, I do be providing a good number of their wages with all the taxes that be. It's not that funny. So then, as we agreed beforehand, 1,000 guineas for your troubles, fella. Oh, no, I couldn't possibly accept that much. Yes, you can. There be whist. You're humble people, are you, from the east? Well, if you insist. But have this still and all. You deserve a reward.
Mr. Magnus McGilded. Everything's ready, sir. If you'd like to follow me into the courtroom.
Into the courtroom? Yes, this officer. 'Tis sooner than I was led to believe.
All of it's not inconvenient, sir. Some changes to the schedule.
Well, I must be making checks now. 'Tis time for the inspection. Sorry, what inspection? They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be president for it myself. They're going to examine it again? Now? Naturally, and I'm under no obligation to take part in any of this matter now. But as an upstanding member of London society, I do be doing my best to help where I can. 'Tis a gentleman's duty, so it is. So then, fare thee well. 'Twas an absolute pleasure meeting you. I wish I could say the same. Hope you have a whale of a time where you're studying here in Great Britain. And there he goes, a free man. Oh, I forgot she was here too. Ugh. This again. Don't move! Whereas I want to say get a move on, she really does take forever to load that damn thing. Miss Lestrade, would you mind putting that thing down? Yeah, grown up. Sorry. Well, I hate all grown-ups. Really. Ah, there you are. Oh, hello. Who are you? Naughty, running off like that. Is this some kind of a picnic? Who's this little girl now? And taking that with you as well. Oh my God, she's got Herlock Sholmes branded goggles. I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Ah!
Oh dear.
Oh, do you want to play? You won't be me.
Excuse me, but who the hell are you two? What?
Oh, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine. What? The inventor? Well, normal smoke grenades are so dull, don't you agree? White, and more white. If you have to be shrouded in smoke, it could at least be a pretty color, I thought to myself. Do we have to be shrouded in smoke, though? Like, ever? I just took my eyes off it for a moment whilst I was changing onto a different omnibus, and she pinched it. Luckily, I fitted it with the telegraphic beacons. What now? How the... what's a... What? I have no idea what this girl's talking about. And also, how? Anyway, you're coming with me now. Back to my laboratory. What? What for? Apologize, of course, silly, to my technician. What? You mean, say sorry? You must say sorry when you've done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before. An adult? Oh, listen, no adults. Come along then, follow me. Come on, have it your way. Oh, good. You see, I knew you'd want to do the right thing in the end. I'm fairly sure that what she wants is not to get shot by that massive gun of yours. We'll be leaving now then. Bye-bye. I'm so sorry for all the fuss. Cesaro? What the hell just happened? She was the lively one. Well, do you think perhaps we ought to be on our way now too? Really, you got nothing to say about any of that? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Just that placid little smile on your face. All right. Let's go. Sure. But where to? Oh! We haven't had time to find a place to stay. No sooner had we arrived in London than we had to rush here. All of our traveling cases are still with the bailiff. I was originally planning to spend today in search of lodgings. But at this late hour in the day, I'm afraid we may be out of luck. Don't worry though, I have a plan. If the worst comes to the worst, I've heard of a lovely park where we could spend the night. Please tell me you're not thinking of McGilded Park. I know it may be a little chilly at this time of year, but our usefulness will see us through. I'm not so sure about that. I think a midwinter London night will freeze a young person solid just as easily as an elderly one. Oh dear, that doesn't sound agreeable. Now I'm starting to regret turning Mr. McGilded down. And 1,000 guineas would have paid for a lovely warm room, or mansion. And so, the trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead, just as the Reaper of the Bailey had warned. The case was far from over. Oh, okay. I guess double jeopardy laws aren't oh, anime.
What's going on?
Get the fire brigade!
Water! Bring water, quick!
What the? How did this happen?
I don't know, sir. By the time I got here, it was already engulfed.
No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating. No. Oh, good God. There's someone in there.
This can't be.
Wait just a damn minute. No, not the end. No. At first I thought, oh, yeah, Mr. McGill did burn the carriage. But I didn't see a Mr. McGill did anywhere. And who was in the damn carriage? Did Van Seeks just burn Mr. McGill in the carriage? To the outro! Okay, the game sure is trying to make me think that Van Zieks is evil, but aside from that very last cut of his stern face looking impassively at the occupied burning coach, I've seen no actual evidence of that. First of all, he's always looking stern. Haven't seen him smirk or grin or anything. He's just always... Anyway. But yeah, he didn't do a single underhanded thing during the entire trial. He even volunteered information that he didn't need to, that supported one of my arguments. Granted, it didn't really hurt him in the end, but whatever. Also, we don't as yet know who was in that carriage. A much more likely scenario is that McGilded set the omnibus on fire to dispose of the evidence. As for who was in there, I mean, fair play still has some time left to repay his debt, and he is a banker, so offing him now would be premature, not to mention difficult, inside a courthouse. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough anyway. At any rate, we passed Strongheart's test, and I really don't think he expected us to do so. If he really wanted to see McGilded get off, he could have coerced an experienced attorney to take the job. So, I guess we're going to stay in Britain for the time being. Anywho, up here's a playlist of my Persona 5 Royal playthrough, and down here's a video that YouTube recommends. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!